Asparagus scandens can invade relatively undisturbed bushland as well as open woodland areas. In New Zealand, it's the most widespread and damaging of all the asparagus weeds, and this suggests that Australian biodiversity could be seriously impacted if it's not controlled here. Rhizomes are spread by road-making machinery along roadsides and also in dumped garden refuse. Seed is spread in water flows and in mud adhering to machinery.
It likes the shale-derived soils, and it also likes the moisture, and being at the bottom of a hill here, the moisture coming down the hill would keep it growing very well here. See how it's got the cladodes on this lay horizontal and flat along the stem? Yeah. Whereas on the asparagus it's radially around the stem. Okay. The other interesting thing with this particular species is, compared to the rest of the asparagus, is no thorns. And even here too, look at this. It's using the bark of the turpentine to start going up.
That's incredible.
Look how thick it also is here. Look at that. As you can see, it doesn't mind getting up and climbing to the tops of things. This is a turpentine sapling, and it's going right to the top of that with no problems at all. Having it growing amongst these is also going to make control a little bit more difficult, because you have to be careful around the Guiamere lilies. Particularly likes the shady spots, and obviously here it gets a little bit more moisture and it's doing very well. It's pretty much finishing flowering now. Most of the flowers have dropped their petals, and we're just starting to get the beginnings of the immature fruits forming. Right just inside here, you can see the petals are not long dropped, and the fruit's starting to form. So we need to do something about this, and something fairly soon. Before starting doing a weed control, it's always a good idea to clear your site where you're going to be working on. Make sure that you've got a good vision of what you're doing, just for safety's sake. Clear the leaves away, work out where you're going to be cutting. With this one as well, you can cut the surface one off. There's no fruits on these, so there's no fruits to be collect and dispose of. Now take your gyprock saw, and what we're trying to do here is get to the crown, which is the corm in the centre. Clear off some of the dirt. Now we've left the roots in the ground, that's not necessary to get them out. This is the crown. It's important that you get this out of the ground. As you can see here, it's quite a starchy, woody type spot where it all grows from. It is important that you get these and completely dispose of them. They can re-sprout from these. See if I can find another crown. There's a series of crowns through the middle of this one, just there, and that is what the plant arises from.
The impact this is going to have on the existing budget is going to be major. Just the location of it is going to create dramas with the traffic control. Traffic control runs between $1,200 and $1,500 a day, so I'm looking at a $3,000 traffic control budget before I even begin to treat it. Because of the density of this infestation, one treatment is certainly not going to do the job. This is going to be an ongoing project. I think chemical control is our only option here. Hand removal is not going to be feasible.
No, I think you could spend your entire budget on that in one go and still not touch the sides
of it.
For more information on controlling asparagus weeds and other ones, see the Weeds Australia website.